Hi, I'm Janvi Rana, and I'm going to answer you few questions on applications to the master's program in USA. So the first question is, how much time is it required to prepare for the application process for the master's in chemical engineering? So I think the most important while planning for the master's application in chemical engineering is understanding your own situation. So I would like to suggest some timeline based on your condition. So if you have a lot of things going with yourself, and then you are applying for the master's program, so for example, if you are in a final year or you're working, I would suggest 6 months or an year to plan before the deadline of the applications to the college. So it would give you ample of time and you don't have to rush and submit mediocre application. So for example, and like if you have just left everything and you're just focused and solely preparing for it, I think 4 to 5 months before the date of application should work. And I will always say earlier the better when you are applying to it. So we have to understand the date of application. Um, what I mean by date of application. So if you are applying, for example, in September, in fall admissions, that happens around September. So an year before, like 6 to 8 months before, is the deadline. So, for example, if you are targeting admission in September 2026, the application deadline would be around December 2025. So, 6 to 8 months before the date of application. So 6 to 8 months before December 2025. So you should start preparing around March or June of 2025 for your master's application. So it takes about an year or year and a half to plan everything around it. And for uh, admissions for masters in chemical engineering, I think the deadlines follow as the deadlines of the university. And like for most applications, if you're targeting the fall admission, so you can target different kind of admissions, but fall is when most of the universities year starts. So that's like the major application. So if you're targeting for a fall applications, so your most application deadlines would be around December. But I think it will vary from program to program. So for each university you will have to go to the website page, check your own program. So computer science might have all year round applications, but for chemical the maximum amount of intake would be there in fall. So understanding your program and the date of applications is very important. So in the process of applying, once you have decided the college, the next important step is to find the deadlines or the date of applications, and when they will be announcing the results, and when the admissions actually start. So these are the three important dates you are there. So like for example, I would like to give you um, um, if you are targeting an idealistic planner for you. So if you're targeting to apply by the December for your fall intake next year, so if, like for example, January, just schedule for GRE and TOEFL, and understand the paper format and prepare for TOEFL. So TOEFL and GRE is like easy stuff to get it done and get over with. But I think getting good score is important. If you have good score, it just helps you get into a good college where everyone has profile like you, and they need some metrics to filter out. So this could be the one. So yeah, just prepare well. February and March you can just prepare for TOEFL and GRE, give some mock test, and give the exams. And I think GRE, even if you plan like even if you're in final year, you don't have anything in mind of getting master's admission, just give it. The scores are valid for 5 years. Like it depends on your time management mostly. But TOEFL, it's just valid for 2 years. So TOEFL you should just give when you have in your mind that okay, the next year I'm just going to apply for my master's. So that's how you should prepare. In April, you should just decide your end goal, branch, and university. So like what are you expecting of the masters? If it's unclear, that's also fine, like because sometimes we don't know stuff, and it's just fine. But just have try to dig upon something, like which branch or what just interested you, so that is very helpful. And in May you could estimate just shortlisting your university and knowing the application fee, tuition fees, and job opportunity. So just doing a good amount of research on different type of universities based on the branch and university you're applying. June, you can just research more about the university, which research branch you're interested in, which professor do you think you would like to work upon. Having more specific details in your SOPs will help you get shortlisted for the university you desire, and even if it's ambitious, you can get there in. So just researching a good amount about the university can help you get to your destined university. And then July, you can draft your resume, just tailor down the experience. So this kind of task I'm giving across the year is like a slow pace, where everything, like you're working, and then you also have a secondary task of applying to the master's applications. So this, and you can condense this different task into shorter months if you're very very focused. And August, you can just work on your SOP for different colleges that you have shortlisted, prepare different statement of purpose. The format remains the same, but the specifics change based on different university. So just draft SOP, get it reviewed. Like in September, draft LOR. By October, you should ask for review and talk to the people in the same university. So while by October, September, you'll have good idea, like okay, I'm going to apply to this universities, and start talking to your seniors, like how's everything there, and start researching and get more concrete fact. And I think by October or by November, most of the application starts, and December's the deadline. So before that, you can get that stuff. And in meanwhile, you have to keep on studying about the finances of doing it. So this is how is a very a slow, steady paced way of applying and preparing for the process of applying. So hope once you are done with the application, I think that's the maximum part that has to be done. The second, after you apply, you will have to think, what if I got the admission here, what kind of fees I have to arrange. So that would be the second part. And I think 2 or 3 months, you just have to March, April, you will be getting your results. So till that time, it would be stress-free time. You can do whatever you want, you can start preparing for other stuff. So this is how I think the study planning timetable should look like. But try to achieve the maximum task, and yeah, all the best.